Hey guys, this is Jasper from my little treehouse. I've recently moved up to Bayview into nature. It was a choice I made, and it's been definitely one of the best moves I've done to reconnect me with nature. And yeah, you'll see the views are pretty special. Literally, actually living up in the trees. My place is just down there. So look, I wanted to do a video because it's International Men's Health Week, and 18 months ago I went through depression as an adult for the first time in my life, and wanted to just share my story to hopefully provide some inspiration. 18 months ago I was in a place where I lost faith in myself, I lost my purpose, and went into that dark place. And today I'm probably going through one of the happiest periods of my life. So, I hope I can provide some inspiration. And I think as guys, it's often hard for us to share, to be vulnerable, and naturally we want to be brave. Whether it's because we feel ashamed to share, that we feel there's pressure to be the man we want to be. But the reality is life throws challenges at us. And for me, it was a sort of painful relationship breakup, and a work contract unexpectedly ended. So I was sort of in this halfway house with too much time to think, and that it set me down into that place where I got depressed, and I think at the time I knew I was depressed, and I didn't quite appreciate how challenging it was. So what helped me get through? I think the first thing was recognizing it, and realizing that it is an illness. It's a mental illness, and you have, like any illness, you just got to get through it. So I knew I just had to keep going. Keep getting up for rides in the morning and just trying to stick to routines that really helped my mindset. The other thing that really helped and got me through was talking about it. When people asked me how I was honest, and talking about it and sharing with friends, and, really encouraged them to share about the challenges they've been through. And I think what I realise is that we all go through these challenging periods in life, and in fact is life. And by sharing, by talking about it, allows us to express and get it out, but also just to make you realise that you're not alone, that we all go through these periods where we feel like giving up. We can't see light at the end of the tunnel. And for me at the time, it was hard. I yeah. So I think the other thing that I focused on was understanding, like, okay, what did I need to fix? What thing wasn't working? And it wasn't working at the time, and I was like, I just need to apply myself to something. So I've got to get a job, and I need stability, income stability. So I reluctantly went back to looking for corporate jobs. That's the life I came from, ended up lining a quite exciting roll up, which was great. And then the other thing, they didn't want me to start for a month, so I took the opportunity to go to the Bali Spirit Festival, which for me I'd been to before, and it was really actually after a divorce I went through, and really reconnecting and nurturing, and again, something I felt like I needed just to help reconnect with myself. And I had a great time at the Bali Spirit Festival. Can't recommend it enough. And with the mixture of yoga, breath work, all these experiences that allow you to release and let go, and reconnect with yourself and connect with others, most importantly. And what I love, one of the things I love, is they have this amazing dance floor with live music, DJs every night, or dance floors actually. And I just dance for hours every night. I'm talking 5 hours from 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. and I'll get a good night's sleep, get up and do it again in terms of the yoga throughout the day and that sort of thing, and be dancing at night, connecting with people, and I really just live to my vibration. And I guess, coming out of depression, it was like I was questioning what was serving me, what wasn't. And clearly all these experiences at Bali Spirit Festival were really serving me. I felt great. And but one epiphany I got was how high I was able to get through dance. And that was a bit of an epiphany, because I didn't realize just how profound it can be, and how wonderful you can, and how sustainable it is, and you know, through the connection and the music, it's just so uplifting. So I came back to Sydney and started my corporate job, queuing out to Chatchwood, putting the seat back on, and certainly enjoyed that stability, which was great. Um, and then, you know, I started to having that experience of the natural high. I then yeah, went to the different sober dance events around Sydney, and was able to tap into this every time I went, and it was just wonderful. I really felt that natural energy on the dance floor. And then I'd go to some of the parties that I normally go to where there's drugs and alcohol, and I was like, for one, start to realise drugs and alcohol just weren't serving me, and so I made the choice just to go sober, which again, with a natural high, I was feeling great. But I also had this observation where I found dance floors under the influence weren't as connected. You know, I could really tell people were more in their own heads, and I often reflect how alcohol and drugs, while it's a wonderful escape, it can often take you down to a lower place afterwards. And this is where I started to get the vision for an amazing, spectacular, cool sober dance party, and that party's become Xstatic Sunsets. Um, so, you know, out of this dark place, losing my purpose, I actually discovered my mission in life, and that is to, yeah, create spectacular sober dance parties, to attract more people to experience the natural high, to open minds, to encourage moderation, to make people happier and healthier. But fundamentally, and I guess what pulls this whole piece together that I'm sharing is, it's all about connection, and we know this is the foundation for happiness. But it's about genuine connection. You know, it's about deep connection. And I saw the opportunity for dance parties with great music, with dressing up where people can express themselves. You know, that helps connection as well. Create environments where people come together, and actually connect and talk, and express themselves, and have fun. And so that led to the vision for the Shark Island launch party. I was like, I've seen the power of sunset to enable great experiences at Burning Seed, and yeah, it was just incredible to see everyone come together on Shark Island like that in just such a joyful way. And just the energy on the dance floor was amazing, and there's something special about being in nature, right, isn't it? And so our next party is not in nature, but we are aiming to deliver one heck of a party and a show. I can't tell you how excited I am. 2 months out, we've pretty much got most of it finalised, which is pretty cool, because Shark Island was a massive upheaval, and a lot of pressure and stress on Steve and I. We've got incredible DJs lined up, and yeah, just the performers and experiences, and pretty cool surprise we've got planned as well. So yeah, look forward to seeing on the dance floor again. And you know, I hope my story today is you know, inspired men out there to be more open. It takes courage to be vulnerable, but I truly believe that is the way to get through depression, is talking about it. And I think the reality of life is that we go through these ups and downs. The ironic piece is that when we go through the downs and the hardest times is when we spring back and bounce back and can grow the most and get to places, more magical places than we could ever imagined, which is where I am right now. I can't tell you, I'm so grateful. Thank you for all the support, and look forward to connecting and dancing with you at Cirque Xstatic. Have a beautiful day.